A new report on the Kansas foster system finds the state is still not meeting all the changes it's required to after a court order.
And from 3 years ago, a federal judge ordered Kansas to make changes to its foster care system. There are 5 expectations, thresholds, if you will, the state is required to follow. KAKE's Jocelyn Schifferdecker went over the report and takes us through some of the data. Jocelyn.
Yeah, Deb, Crystal, overall in this report, the state has made slight improvements, but it is still far from meeting the expectations required by a court order. And tonight, a woman who went through the system shares her heartbreaking story.
We got beat every day with rosebush switches. We got yelled at.
Lisa Edwards spent time in a Kansas children's home when she was just a toddler. She remembers the terrifying moment authorities came in and took her from her parents.
They're saying, well, you're coming with us, and me fighting because I didn't know what was going on. And they tossed me over their shoulder and take me.
She says staff at the home only took care of her and the other kids when the state was coming to check in.
Then when they left, she told us take them clothes off. She beat us again and sent us back in the room in tears. Sometimes we ate, sometimes we didn't.
That's just one of many stories the state has heard from kids in the foster system. In 2018, a group of foster kids filed a lawsuit claiming the system was failing, saying the Department of Children and Families weren't providing adequate access to mental health service for children in care. One of the biggest problems? Investigators found children in foster care sleeping on the floor of state offices. After a settlement agreement, a judge ordered the DCF to make changes. The report says while the state continues to show progress in several areas, it is far from meeting most of the requirements. While there was a decrease in kids sleeping in areas like offices, cars, and hotels, there are still instances of it happening. While Edwards is out of the state system, she says she's not surprised the Kansas foster system is still failing.
It needs to be focused on children. But have you sat down and spoke with these kids? Have you talked to them? What do you feel like? What are you going through?
Governor Laura Kelly says, quote, "My administration is committed to improving Kansas's foster care system to ensure all Kansas children have the resources they need to live healthy lives." In studio, Jocelyn Schifferdecker, KAKE News on your side.